The rain fell quietly over the city that never truly slept, washing the neon lights of downtown into long shimmering streaks across the pavement. People hurried along sidewalks with umbrellas, trying to escape the cold evening air. But in the corner of a quiet street sat a black luxury car, its engine humming softly like a predator waiting in the shadows. Inside that car was a man whose name alone could silence an entire room. His name was Victor Romano, the most feared Mafia boss in the city. Victor wasn't known for mercy. Businesses feared him. Rivals avoided him. Even the police whispered his name with caution. He controlled half the underground world, casinos, shipping routes, protection rackets, and secrets buried deeper than the ocean. But tonight, Victor Romano looked tired. The meeting he had just finished was brutal. One of his trusted captains had betrayed him. Betrayal was something Victor never tolerated. Orders had been given. The consequences would be severe. Yet something strange weighed on his mind tonight, something he couldn't explain. His driver stopped the car near a small convenience store. 5 minutes, Victor said quietly. He stepped out into the rain, pulling his coat tighter. The cold air felt strangely calming. He walked inside the store, ignoring the frightened glance from the cashier who clearly recognized him. Victor bought a coffee and stepped back outside. That's when he saw her. A small girl, no older than 8, stood under the flickering streetlight across the road. She wore a thin pink jacket and clutched a school backpack almost bigger than she was. And she was crying. Victor frowned. Children didn't usually wander the streets alone at night in this neighborhood. Especially not in a place ruled by people who feared him. He watched for a moment. Then the girl slowly walked toward him. Victor's bodyguards immediately stepped forward. "Boss, stay back," one whispered. But Victor raised a hand. The girl stopped a few feet away, wiping tears from her cheeks. Her eyes were red but filled with something stronger than fear. Hope. She looked up at Victor and spoke in a trembling voice. "Excuse me, mister, could you accompany my daughter today?" Victor blinked. For a moment, the powerful Mafia boss thought he had heard wrong. "What did you say?" he asked slowly. The girl sniffed. "My mom told me to ask the strongest man I could find." Victor stared at her. Strongest man? People called him dangerous, ruthless, terrifying. But never strong in the way a child meant. "Why?" he asked. The girl hesitated before speaking again. "Because today is my first school play." Victor felt something shift inside him. "I'm playing a princess," she continued softly. "But my mom had to work the night shift at the hospital." Her voice trembled again. "And she said every princess deserves someone in the audience." Victor's chest tightened unexpectedly. "Your mother told you to ask a stranger?" he asked. The girl shook her head. "She told me to ask the strongest man I could find." She looked straight at Victor. "And everyone says you're the strongest man in the city." Victor's bodyguards shifted uncomfortably. No one spoke to him like that. Ever. But this little girl didn't look scared. She looked hopeful. Victor felt something unfamiliar tugging at his heart, a memory buried deep in the past. A memory of another little girl. His sister. Long ago. Before the streets hardened him. Before power replaced kindness. Victor slowly crouched down to meet the girl's eyes. "What's your name?" he asked. "Emily," she said. "And where is this school play?" She pointed down the street. "Lincoln Elementary, it starts in 20 minutes. Victor looked at his watch. He had 3 meetings tonight. One with a rival boss. Another with his financial advisor. And the last with a politician who owed him favors. All important. All dangerous. But none of them were waiting under a streetlight hoping someone would show up. Victor stood slowly. His bodyguards expected him to walk away. Instead, he said something that shocked them. "Get the car ready." Emily blinked. "Really?" she asked. Victor nodded. "Yes, princess. Let's go to your play." The little girl's face lit up brighter than the city lights. And for the first time in many years, Victor Romano smiled. The black luxury car pulled up in front of Lincoln Elementary School, and every parent in the parking lot stared. Cars like that didn't belong here. Neither did men like Victor Romano. Victor stepped out first, adjusting his coat. Emily hopped out beside him, holding his hand like it was the most natural thing in the world. His bodyguards stood nearby, scanning the area nervously. "Boss," one whispered, "this place isn't secure." Victor ignored him. Inside the school gymnasium, parents filled rows of folding chairs. Children in costumes ran around nervously backstage. When Victor entered, the room went silent. Everyone recognized him. Whispers spread quickly. "Is that Victor Romano? What is he doing here? Why is he with that little girl?" But Emily didn't care. She led him proudly to a seat in the front row. "You sit here," she said. "Best view." Victor sat down slowly. He had attended countless high-level meetings, underground auctions, and secret negotiations. But this